So basically, like, thank you, Sudesh, for organizing this. It's a damn good idea. I think, like, because I've learned so much, like, from the subgroup, and, like, there's no end to learning, I feel. So we can always, like, look at experiences of others so that, we don't, make the same, whatever, or face the same challenge and keep going on in life. So basically, what I've done is I've kept it more free flowing or free floating, the entire thing, and, like, around, like, my experience writing the books. So the idea is, like, you can please, like, ask a question anytime, because I've kept it, like, sort of like, more like a Q&A sort of thing, with some reference point on screen, so that, we could talk with respect to that. Is that okay, guys? I mean, like, is that fine? Shall we go ahead with that?
Yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll stop the video and switch to share mode. So this is, like, thank you, Sudesh, for an amazing title, The Chronicles of a Pilgrim. It really, like, knocked me out. I put all my various names so that, anybody who joins in will figure out who it is. And this is a favorite quote from Richard Bach's Illusions. Like, so everybody is learning. I would like to start, like, all my presentations, I'd like to start with a small video of the invocation to the Ishopanishad.
अथ ईशावास्योपनिषत् पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति.
So this is my first, whatever the content of the first book, that everything is connected. Like, as John Moore said, that, you pull anything, like, then the rest of the universe is connected and it comes up like that. So when I stopped working in 2006, I was the world would end in 2012. So I thought, hey, I got enough money for that, so let me get out of this, and, like, at least enjoy the last 6 years of my life. So it's just that the world is, like, ending slightly later in 2020, 2021 because of COVID. So anyway, like, after that, I was like, very much into Ramana and, like, my guru Ramakrishna, and of course Shirdi Baba, like, so these three guys, like, I call them Dattatreya, and these are some of the findings, that I've come across, that everything is only an appearance, like, it is a mysterious appearance in the self. And why is the universe there? Because, like, as Ramana says, that the universe, the self I wanted to see it. So the universe, so both are real, but, like, one of them is, the shadow of, and that's the way I would. There's no, the self, there's no shadow. So, like, the point of Ramana is really, like, knock me out. It says that, like, one of the best things I like about Ramana is that, he doesn't solve problems, he resolves them. That observation is, like, I try to apply that, and, like, so that we get solution, like, what are the phases, challenges once and for all. So how do you treat others? There are no others, like, so it's like a rephrasing of the golden rule in an amazing way. But, like, at the same time, Ramakrishna is also my guru, where he says, like, hey, don't be a bore, like, we're doing all this. So my plan is to have some fun, like, good, clean fun, and, like, enjoy the universe. And somebody made a very interesting comment that I said that if you see as an action, like, people should, hey, this guy's guru is this, like, this so and so. So hopefully, like, people can guess who my guru is. So continuing with that, please ask any questions, like, because I can't really see you guys, like, I'll not really know what's happening at your end, like, the feedback is very important. And any doubts on the earlier one, folks? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yes, Rama.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Yeah. Like actually, after the slide, you just like pause it so they or take questions or whatever, so that we can continue. Okay, because like that's actually the challenge of the Zoom. Like there's a slightly low bandwidth. I am not getting a picture of the others. Like so. So this is like going on to the second book.
So
Like
we are able to hear you.
yeah. Okay. Is
Hello?
it clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, once in a while you're breaking up, but it's okay.
Okay, probably like, and I'll just shift closer to the. So coming to the second book, like that was the first book. Like I'll talk about it more detail later. But as coming to the second book, there was a connection a long time back in like mid 2000 itself, and around 2007 I started getting like involved quite a bit with the river, but it was all like in theory, like not much practice, like going there and seeing the river and so on. So what we planned one at the end, like December to Bharuch, but Bharuch is where the the river joins the ocean. Probably she didn't like my coming there, and that trip didn't materialize. So around 2015, when Lakshmi went, my wife took like Anurag to the US. There was a small window, like for travel, about 3-4 weeks. So I said, hey, why don't I visit all my Sadhguru? And my first trip to Jabalpur happened at that time, to Bodyghat. Strangely, like there was a person out there on BNB, like very close to the river. So I stayed there, and later on I realized that the guy told me, sir, you're my first, like whatever, like the guy who stayed here. So I said, wow, like that's interesting. So then after that, like 3 years we did the 3 trips. So all in all, like
I didn't get what you said. Can you repeat this?
which one about what?
Just now about Jabalpur.
Yeah, Jabalpur, basically that Airbnb guy, like wow rooms. That chappy, like he was also experimenting with Airbnb, like so he said like, I thought, wow, this is a great place. He said, yeah, sir, but you are my first guest. So like I said, okay, good. So after that, the connection is always there. Whenever I go to Jabalpur, I stay with him because he really treats me like like pretty good. So is that clear, Sinu?
Yes.
Yeah. So after that, like I don't know, like thanks to my pal Umesh in Indore, we did quite a few trips, 3 trips a year, 2016, 17, 18, and like then around that 2018, like by the entire family was abroad studying. Like Nikita was in Rotterdam, Lakshmi was in London. So I said, okay, let me try this, like a monster trip. It's interestingly the plan was like done in October, and like we went in November. On the trip, it was about 3 weeks with a couple of days either side. So all in all, I think it came to about 27 days, 4 weeks. And after that 10th trip, we did 7 more trips, like in the following years, to 2019 and 2020. So that is that this is a very beautiful site at one of the like freaky Datta Mandirs, like at the top right. It is a really beautiful place. I have very fond memories with Srinath Murthy, and like we just sat there. There was a swing sort of thing, and we were watching this beautiful sight. The bougainvillea and the river, and like the boats and so on. This is my like if you say Narmada, this is the trip. The image I get. So anyway, like this is just a quick slide, like how I realized that, because in 2016 on the 4th trip, I saw this, like the Narmada ji, at Amarkantak. It's an amazing, like temple and an amazing deity. And she was looking just like, Mother Kali. Then I realized, oh, like why this entire connection with Narmada ji was like. And incidentally, the Vedanta guru of Ramakrishna was Totapuri, who spent 40 years at Chandot. This place we closely visited, but we didn't like actually do it on the trip. So that is the internal connection that I found later. And these are like quick learnings from the trip. Take the good with the bad. I mean, the universe is basically a polaric. Like when you say good, there'll be a bad. They say this or the ugly. Like so you have to take everything like together, because that is the way it is designed. You can't say I'll take only the good and like I'll leave out the bad. It comes with the territory. So you keep flowing. You don't get stuck at obstacles. Flow around them. And the main idea is like to reach the ocean. I mean, like, assuming, because you can say, hey, like, I like the lake, let me hang around here for some time. So Srinivas Murthy made a very interesting comment saying that, like, don't get, like, too bogged down by the thing, what the mind keeps throwing, because that is its job. Like, it will keep on paining you, like, so it's okay. Like, it's another, it's a third party, like, one guy is keep paining you. So this is one favorite quote from one of the books, that, like, enjoy life, treat it as a play, and, like, you'll come out shining. Like that is my philosophy. Okay, guys. So there's Srinivas Murthy. Any feedback?
Pretty good. Yeah, go ahead. Continue.
I mean, this actually, I feel if I can show you these are 4 amazing, like, sangams of Narmada Ji. I'll probably at the end we can just cover that, because normally wherever I go to Sangam, I take a 360, and it's just, like, every day I see it. It's an amazing, like, way to just, like.
Sangam ante the river name you put it there, Kaveri anala.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, interestingly, like, this Kaveri is not, the one of South India. This Kaveri is like, I don't know, for whatever reason, the river that flows on top of the Mandata Island is called Kaveri, and the one that flows south is the Narmada Ji. It's like, it's a huge gorge actually. In fact, that is why, reason why, like, Adi Shankara put up the stuff on the, the south of the river, so that, like, people could have the darshan of the Jyotirling and carry on, because there's no way you could cross that, the raging river at that point in time when he had done the Upalingam. So I mean, these are like extremely, like, amazing sites. Even the one at this Banjar River, Mandla, it's an amazing site. I think I'll show it. Shall I show you right now? I mean, like, on the let's see whether I can pull that up. Yeah. So here, this is the. Can you see this, Sudesh?
Yeah,
This is the one, the 360. This is the Narmada Sangam stall at at the Banjar River. So this is the Narmada Ji. She is flowing in like this, does a U-turn and goes around. There's a beautiful fort here. There's a beautiful temple here, Krishnaji temple, and this is the Banjar River coming from the south. So, like, like, it is amazing, man. I mean, the site is like, the sort of energy there is. Now you can see the Statue of Liberty here. That is my shadow, like, the water there. So this is the, the one with the Banjar River. I almost never went there, but I said, okay, chalte hain, like, let's see what happens. Amazing site. So then the second one, this is at the Tawa Sangam at Hoshangabad. So the river is coming in, like, so the Narmada Ji is on the left, and this is the Tawa, which is turning right here. Incidentally, the Tawa River goes along, and then it does a loop, strangely. So this is our friend who's been with us on, who was with me in the, the parikrama. I mean, without that guy, it couldn't have happened. And this is like an accidental boat. I mean, it really made my day that evening there. And these are some sites, like, amazing. Actually, one of the union ministers, a guy called Anil Madhav Dave, I think, he passed away in 2017. My dad said, hey, like, this guy was, cremated on Narmada Ji. I said, hey, like, we got to go there. Like, so we went there, Srinivas Murthy and I, and, we had an amazing, sites out there. And this is again, that same Tawa thing, like, I like this as a DD. So this is one at Bairavati. There's a midpoint of the river called Nemavar, Narmada Madhyabindu. So slightly south of that, this is the place. There's another, like, amazing ashram. We had a very nice time during the parikrama. And this one is like, this at Omkareshwar. So this is Narmada Ji on top. And, like, wherever you see sun, that she is flowing towards that. And the Kaveri is coming in from the north here. Can you see, like, a reasonable clarity?
Yeah, pretty good clarity.
Yeah. So basically, the force darshan every day, like, it's an amazing feeling. So let me get back to the. Sorry. This is the stuff. And this is a collection. I mean, if people are interested, see, normally what I do is either you can click this link or this, the link, and you can go to the various albums if you're interested. So now let's come to the Kindle Direct Publishing part of the presentation. I call it KDP. The best part is there's no fixed cost. I mean, like, I've not paid a single pie till now. So when I was having challenges with the cost of the second book, because they were charging in dollars, some 2,300 and all, I wanted to investigate the local guy. One of our batchmates was doing this Penman India, but he said, "Sir, I got to, you got to pay 60,000 fixed cost, and then once you pay the per unit cost will be 1,000 more if you want to print all in color." I mean, like, these guys didn't create all such hangama like KDP. Just whatever you want, you set it up, and then So that's why I'm saying total control how the book looks and feels. International coverage automatically. That is the best part, because guys have bought it in UK, my book, and then they bought it in Germany, etc. So it's available right across the board, straight away off the and both formats easily possible. A little bit of minimal extra editing because the Kindle edition doesn't handle the header and footer properly, So that when I was converting, because I was sort of forced to convert the second book, because I wanted to publish it more as a paperback. When I wanted to convert, I had to remove the so a little bit of calm is there, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. Just manage the first 3 pages and you're set. Then the no paperback and printing in India, that is why the cost is going up. Basically, they're charging even the first book. I priced it about $10, and by the time it comes to India, it will be 100 times that. Same thing I noticed in the case of the second book also. So these are the challenges which you have to address. Kaisa karna hai, but somehow the local option didn't really work out for me, because I don't want to spend more money to because this is more done out of love or whatever of writing. So okay, guys.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, Shastri, I had a question. Who decides on the pricing of the books?
We decide. Actually, I'll show you. I'll take you through the entire thing later. When I show you the screens, what are the user interface. But I thought at the high level, let me just cover the thing so that cool. So I'll go ahead straight. So the thing, one neat thing is you get total control. You can say, let me look at the other page, because when I share, this is the stuff I share with people. So let me just pull up the other page. I think I'm really slow with the. So we get, so you can, push it which way, say, hey, I share the book or so let me close that, and so you can even have the book page as a Google Knowledge panel. This is the best thing, I found, once the book is in print for a little bit of time, you actually get that, the entire thing, about that. So let me just click that particular stuff. So you see this thing, you can figure out where all it's available close by. You can look at the author, the regular stuff. You can write review if you wish. So it is really this is one thing I really like about KDP stuff, because the links are all available, and Google takes care. Now, Mohan, I got a small surprise for you. This is your book as a Google Knowledge panel. So it's our Dave Mohan's second book, and it's available as a. So you can see the real stuff, all the Mohan Kancharla and all this stuff. Mohan, are you there?
Yeah, Rama, thanks. Nice to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to surprise you, whether you're. I'm not too sure whether you're. Not so, but this is really because it's for instance for guys some of the Palmettos guys for me the Google Knowledge panel is you've arrived on the internet, so for me that is a very good reference point, for instance just a small diversion, let me pull up. Some of you might knowing this guy, our entrepreneur, venture capitalist. So he's got a, basically like an LV, like, we had to show, like if the guy is like, that he'll land up here. So that is like, so that's the scene. Like, how do you like it? It's an easy way to check, like, when, like, whatever. So shall I close this, Mohan? Mohan,
Yeah, Rama, please. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, go ahead.
Just kidding, that like, don't mind it. So because I'm not seeing anybody, so I have to like get into this funky mode just to get people to participate. So then, like I was mentioning the international coverage, so this is like straight away I pull that blog post. So straight away off the bat, like, Australia, Canada, like Germany, Spain, France, Italy, Singapore also came up, and then UK and US. So that's a pretty like awesome coverage, like without doing anything from your side in terms of spending money or whatever. Okay, guys, any doubt?
No, Rama, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so like I just want to talk a little bit of some of the things I learned, and please let me know if you want further detail on any of these things. So I basically worked on the Google Docs to write the book, printed the GDoc as a PDF. Ideally, like shared only the PDF for reviews and not the GDoc, because when I did the book, and shared the GDoc, the guys gave suggestions, and I couldn't even figure out what the heck the footnotes were for a long time, because there was how the suggestions were written. Then if you're like worried about the copyright, which like I was, share the PDFs in a streaming format. So ensure that download and copy are disabled on the shared at the sharing level. You can say download and copy are disabled. So this is a funny case because of so many pics. PDFs up to 100 MB can be viewed in G Drive itself. Beyond that, my PDF final PDF was about 140, so I couldn't share that. So that's why I had to cut that to version 56 and share that with because it is just under 100 MB. And the single page view of the PDF in G Drive was driving around, and I wanted a PDF view that gave me a good feel. This is an amazing, let's say, I cover it on the next guy. So let me just show this. Please, if you're writing a book, please do install this, and so that you get a very nice look and feel for your book. Because when I saw this, I thought, hey, I got finished. When I saw this,
it's called Flipbook, huh? Is it called Flipbook?
Version 56, 94 MB. This is 144. Flipbook video.
Don't talk about it. It's loading.
That's what I'm doing here. When I came here, this is the maximum. You don't have to do anything extra. So this is the like it opens like on the standard Jingbang. So very lucky thing that to get Kashi, the Nat Geo photographer, to write the foreword. I mean that was like real like surprise element to the entire thing. So so that's so it is a more pictorial, and I do please do if you want to share, look at the version 56, do let me know. It'll be my pleasure to share it so that if you like it, you can go ahead and buy the book. Fine, guys. I mean, you get the look and feel of this.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. This is a dinosaur that was found in the Narmada Valley, slightly to the northwest in Gujarat, I think. Okay, guys, I close this. We can revisit it. This is the one PDF flipbook Viewer 3D, and like I put the link in that about the blog, so you can. Okay, I'll close this. So let me just head back to the side. To avoid PDF bloat but enough clarity, ensure that pics are in 2K. I mean, this in fact was confirmed by Ed Kashi himself, so we used that. 4K will, would have probably made the PDF about 500 MB. And the same PDF you can use submitting the book to KDP. So whatever I opened from that, file folder, the same one I submitted to Kindle. And there is something called a Kindle Cover Creator. All links you can click, guys. So you can access that. This is from the blog post, and you can make the cover. In fact, this cover was a lot of guys said, "Hey, how come there's nothing, no book name and title and author name on the cover?" Because accidentally the Kindle Cover Creator put that on the spine, and I loved it so much. So I said, "Okay, let me retain like this. Let only the beauty of the great river shine through." And also I think I just forgot to. The copyright, page, you have to please be, careful about putting that. I have, let me just open that in a second. That was on page 2, which, some things like, you might want to cover. Sorry, it's taking a little bit. Probably at home, I would have gone through much faster at. So here, cover photo by the Gangadhar had taken the other photo at the back, and put some like a regular copyright info. And one thing which I found, since it is, I didn't want to plan a Kindle edition, is to give what is known as a plus code. Can you see at the top of the image, at the top right, there is a plus code there. It says Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. So at any point in time, you can just for any pic in the book, you can just click that, and it will show you exactly where that place is where I took the photograph. There is no the plus code. It is 3+3. And some of my pals had started using this after seeing it in the book, and ensure that you get the ISBN and publish it here. So this sort of covered the most of the critical stuff as I saw in some of the book. So I'll close this also. And so this is the actual KDP bookshelf, Shri. For instance, one is any particular. Can you see this guy? The various books, you might be wondering why there are 2 versions of the same book. What happened was the first book I could do both the Kindle and as well as the paperback. But when second book I was planning around my mom's when she passed away, so I couldn't meet that. And it got cancelled automatically. So much later on, I wrote the thing, and when I wanted to create, the Kindle edition, the guy said, I can't reopen the old one, so I was forced to actually create a new version. There is some option of linking existing paperback, but I found some challenges, so I didn't really bother, because the Amazon guy itself was showing both in one, as you saw in the other page initially. So this is the. So let me just get to the shelf so that queries you have, we can answer. So we have out here the so the Kindle Live and the paperback. Which one you want to see? You want to see the Kindle or the paperback? Both are similar, but I can take whatever you're keen on. Any
Kindle would be better, I think.
Okay, so let's let's look at the so basically, since both guys are live, so I'll have to be slightly careful not to tinker with anything. So let me just So there are three main tabs out here. What are the, like the language in which you're written? What is the book title? Any subtitle if you're interested. So straight away, this thing you have to be really careful, because once you get that, you can't modify it later, because once you get the ISBN, it is sort of frozen to that. So if your book is part of a series, any edition number, these are all optional details. Get your, like primary author, any other contributors. What is the description? Like, whatever is going to show up on the, like book page, that is like, you can put here along with formatting and so on. And you indicate who owns the, like publishing rights. You want to put some keywords and so on, and any categories. Here it's like, some children's stuff. So when it was released. So let's, like save and continue. So then the next thing is the critical guy that comes up, like, whether, you want to sign up for DRM. And here you'll have to upload the ebook manuscript. So whatever PDF I was talking of, that, like you have created, at this point you upload it. And this is the Kindle ebook cover creator, like, so you can upload your own thing or use your, in the case of the first book I uploaded, the case of the second book I created. Is there a doubt there?
No, right, yeah.
So then, like you have the online previewer, you can launch that stuff. And, like ebook ISBN. Normally, you don't require an ISBN for an ebook. So, like you can. So let me just like open this guy, the ebook pricing. So there's some like, you can KDP select and so on, like, you can reach more, so you get, like more royalty, like, but at the same time, it will be available in Kindle Unlimited and some N number of stuff. So it's like, both parties, like both Amazon and you benefit. So here you indicate where all it should be, like, so basically I just go with, the standard default stuff, so that, like these are not really indicate your primary marketplace. And this is where you set up, like actually this is where you're going to indicate, like, what is the, like the price, and like so based on, like which one you choose, like it will change, like the royalty amount, and like, so and the same thing, like whatever is you have mapped, the relevant thing will map into the corresponding territories.
So Rama, in this you selected 141 rupees as the price, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the one so you can go and enter and change. So
okay.
Automatically it'll. See, if you notice this rate is the the one that is like is being determined by this Operwala, maximize my royalties.
Mm-hmm.
So that is like the one that so it'll drive it. So basically, like you set it up one place and it more or less like entire thing is taken care of. So there's very nominal
every book sale you get $72.
Sorry,
every book sale
$72, $72 rupees. I think like you see everything is dollars, Sudesh. I wish $2, like but it's only 72 rupees. So then like you can say hello, like so basically like it is locked because we have chosen the 70% royalty option. And normally, like even though they say terms and conditions take up to 72 hours, like most of the time I see it in 24 hours. So that's about it. So let's hope I've not gone and. I'm not hear anything.
So even if somebody, Shastri, even if somebody reads it on Kindle Unlimited for free, you get 72 rupees.
Yeah, I think there's some funda like that. I'm not really. See, the thing is
Okay.
actually, I basically wanted to maximize the sort of the reach. So that is why
Yeah,
because there are many guys with Kindle Unlimited, because it's a
yeah.
simple way to read a whole lot of books. So even the second book, I mean, even though I was not very comfortable publishing it as a Kindle, I said the cost was so high that I said, hey, let's. What is what shall I say, it is some amazing thing that is happening. That is one thing I've realized. And the best thing is to flow, like Narmada ji, that is one of the learnings, never get blocked, keep flowing, and choose an actually at Bargi Dam it was all hardly any flow, but at Bedaghat it was like raging, so you got to stay the course, and who knows what will happen. That is the way I look at it. Best thing is just accept everything. That is what I feel.
Rama, the point here is that 2006 when you quit, what were your objectives and what did you quit ultimately? Quit your job definitely, but what did you quit and what were you looking for? Can you answer that?
I think later, basically, to 2012, I really believed that the world will end. Until now, we are seeing that, traces of that. The Mother Earth is, reacting with her own brand of, whatever, revenge or whatever you would say, giving it back to mankind who's chewed up everything. So I was thinking 2012, I really believed. So I was thinking, enta kavala manaki, నెలకి లక్ష వేసుకున్నా ఎంత కావాలి. So that was my logic, and I said I got enough money, so let me get out.
So that is for quitting, but what did you quit for? What did you want to do after that?
Do until I think it's not deterministic. I think that is what I feel. Anything can happen. That's what I did. I kept it open, and a number of things will happen. So how until it just happened.
No, not how. I'm not asking how, but you had something in mind. So now I have got my time, and I would like to do these things, or I would like to spend time on reading or on praying, whatever. You must have said something for yourself, no? That next.
I think it was just go with the flow. That is what I felt. There is no clear-cut plan. Aisa kar denga, waisa kar denga, And anyway, these gurus were always also there in my life, Shirdi Baba, and so. So I thought, okay, let me just but plan on that later. The only end date was at 2012. So I thought, even I watch, so let us live life till then. But certainly one thing is that I remember when I quit Infi, I was feeling what the heck am I doing? This is so it's what Stanley Kubrick says. He says, I don't know what I want, but I certainly know what I don't want. I think that was sort of there so.
Okay, so it was don't want that triggered.
Yeah, I think that is a good way to put it, because that has really helped me in a whole lot of situations, that funda, where he just
about your three gurus, Ramakrishna and Shirdi and Sai Baba and Ramana Maharshi. I mean, what did they do to you, or what was it the teachings that transformed you, or how did this, was there any transformation last 14 years, 15 years, and how did books help? If you would like to tell something about that.
See, I think that most people have seen. Even my mom said, "Hey, Srinivas, you changed so much." So I think
from your perspective, what others say, from your own perspective, you find difference in yourself.
I don't know whether because of the name change in 1990.
Rama.
With the baddie guys, I was having so many challenges. There are really so many people can't be wrong. So there must be some challenge with me, and and then Shirdi Baba helped me, because Shirdi Baba's all his fundas are something that works on the ground. It is not something in the air. I'm not really that much into philosophy in the air. I want to have spirituality on the ground. I think that is my fundamental way of if it doesn't help me on the ground, is okay. Like, it's good for intellectual masturbation, but that's about it.
Oh, sorry, Jagan was answering now. Anybody wants to ask more to Rama? Jagan answer this.
Rama, was there any pressure from your family when you did this? Because your kids were still young at the time when you did that. So many responsibilities are there. Was there any, I won't say pressure, but how was the family taking it?
See, basically everybody is engaged. I think that is the best part, because kids were like getting into higher education. Lakshmi was working from 2006. Actually, I thought that was like a good, reason. One of us can be at home and help out with the kids and so on. So I think I think there's a lot of see, I don't know whether you guys are aware of it, but my third eye got opened up in April 2003, April 28th. I was going through a lot of pain, at Infosys. Then I realized that it's time to quit. So down the road, actually, I would say that I've written about it in the first book. So that is, I think, a fundamental thing that changed everything. Because I realized some great, grace was there. And Shirdi Baba, they follow tunte, his fund of feeding, Kaka Bali, whatever he said, you do this, it's the equivalent of feeding lakhs of guests. So when kids, Anurag was going, we got a double bonus. Then when Nikita was going, we got a bonus. I mean, so all that was automatically helping me. So there was never any real need. Even when, recently Anurag when the thing was, the COVID hit, again, it went through. So I think, you just have to leave it, I think, that is the one thing I learned, in terms of going with the flow, no? Because it's easy to get, worked up, everybody feels hassled and stuff like that. But I think the divine has got a better way of doing things.
So Rama, in your Vakkanamsham Ketamu, you said I was going through pain, when you were about to quit. What is that? Can you explain that? What is it, a pain or is it like a curiosity? What exactly was that feeling before you quit?
I see the thing Devi, one very clear, thing. I remember going to Set Labs. I felt like a pretty medical representative, carrying all that shit, no? The huge bag and stuff like that. I still remember, I was thinking, why the heck am I doing this? For what? So that was that is a memory I can't forget. Because you get down and you have to walk so much, Infosys building number 19, so that was really one, thing that stands out in my memory. I thought, enough is enough, whatever you've done, we don't have to, people say, you studied so much, how does it matter? That never, came into the, it's like tossing a coin, right? The possibility doesn't change based on what happened earlier.
Okay.
So that was a pain, and, so there's high time to leave. Except that, the Infosys got released only much later, 2007. So 2003, 2004, I was hallowing for a while, for a year. But then I said, okay, let me just get back to work for a while till then finally it got released on start of Jan 2007. Up until I've been off the grid. Working grid. So until if you say that, hey, will this work for me? I don't know. Because for me itself, it's so weird, the entire thing. So it is not, it is just something that happened. That's the way I would say it. But I had the trust in Shirdi Baba. So. But the good stuff, you don't stop. That is what I feel. Yeah. You just keep doing that, and then, things will work out. I feel. I can't give it to you in writing, but.
Interesting.
Very well. Any more questions to Rama Shastri?
Anything about the books?
No,
one question.
Of course, to have a question, we need to have the content first. So most of us don't have content yet. So So when we have a real content that we can publish.
Somebody was asking, Sudesh, somebody was asking, wanted to ask some question.
There is
But
only one question. Hello?
Anybody wants to write a book, I'm there for you. Like, okay, yeah.
After
Ravi.
this Narmada, do you have any plan for the river Ganga? The most, I mean, maybe holier than Narmada. So since you got lot of time, got any plan?
I don't know, right? You see, actually, Ravi, what will happen? No? Like you know, like a lot of mysterious stuff keeps happening. Like, you know, there's a guy called Mal Malachi Casey in Australia. In fact, when my sister died around this time, 2 years back, or about a week later, she contacted him. Then she said, you know, like, hey, tell Ram Shastri that, you know, like, I'm in a good place. I mean, can you believe that sort of thing? I mean, like, if somebody says, hey, like, can you believe that sort of thing? Because, but the guy said, yeah, like, you know, she contacted me. And I said, how did you know she was my sister? She said, you know, when Mal said, you know, if I meet a person in the spirit world I don't know, I ask, you know, like, who are you? So then she told him, like, then she had a message for me. Like, you know, it's so fucking weird, man. Like, this sort of thing happening. So the same guy said that, you know, like, Narmada ji, like, he met Narmada ji in some connection, and she told, that old lady told Mal, hey, you know, like, Shastri and I are related. So it is a deep connection, Ravi. I don't know, like, you know,
Got it. Got it.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Think, you know,
How did this Mahanarmada happen, Rama? Traveled so many times with you, but how come you got hooked to Mahanarmada? And how did this whole thing happen? Narmada.
I think it's only grace, I think. I think, you know, like, when, you know, like, Shri Baba says, no, you know, like, wherever my devotee might be, like, you know, I'll pull him like a sparrow with, you know, like a rope tied to the feet. I think it's like that. It doesn't matter. Like, I get credential, like, you know, when I read Ramana's book, people have come from Hollywood and, you know, like in 1938 to him. How do you explain it? You can't explain it. Like, they have that power. And anyway, like, you know, it's only in the mind, right? There's display, fundamental distance and stuff like that. So,
Narmadalo stones under the river bed. They say they resemble Shivalingas.
Without a doubt, in fact, that same Mal guy said, Bedagat Kelnapudu, Tapkonda Kondra and Jepeda. I got it. You know, meditation goes through because of that. Let me just pull up that, you know, like sheet. Share. Yeah, just a second, guys. Like, you know, let me pull that up. In that, you know, like, in fact, I was mentioning to one guy in the recently, like, you know, about the same stuff. Let me just get that. But it's amazing, like, you know, in fact, he said that, you know, you don't have to worry because the stone will select you, the Banalinga. I have to, like, pull up the book. Just a couple of minutes. Can you see this, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the thing, Banalinga at Bedagat. So, it's a third stone that found in the bed of the river, which smooth over time and connotes divinity. Mal, one of my pals in the spirit from Australia, specifically asked me to get one on a subsequent trip, August 20th, saying that it would improve the quality of meditation. I did get one that attracted my attention, and I'm happy to report that Mal's absolutely right. Chala untai ilaga, but you know, there are not very many places. I don't know whether Omkareshwar you find, but Bedagat certainly you find. And you know, like, if you get a chance, please do, you know, get one and put it in your. You can actually take a little bit of Narmada ji water, pour it over that at the start of the puja, and you know, like, just watch what happens.
Rama.
Yeah, so it improves meditation. What does it mean? You have to sit close to that, or
Alagin ledra, like it can be in the same room.
Okay.
You know, like can be in the same room and it will be. But I can tell actually it is in a different league. Like, I don't know how it works, but you know, like it doesn't really matter. I think Indians are damn good at that. They don't really care how it works as long as it works.
That is true, actually.
Jagan wanted to answer one question which I had for Rama.
Sure. Jagan, please go ahead.
Okay. No, it is not the full question, just a tiny part of it, Srinivas Murthy. Like you asked what made Rama leave, and like his career and all. In my case, it is more like probably they both match. Like all our lives we spend doing things that we have to do. I mean, I have to get up, I have to get to work, I have to do this, I have to do this. One fine day I realized, what the hell, no, I'm only doing, I have to, when will I do, I want to. So I just wanted to switch the paradigm from having to do towards wanting to do. That's what triggered in my case, and I have no regrets.
I think you know, like we are lucky if it happens. Right? That's all one can say because.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only
Must,
major
is it a must to, if God is placing these things in front of us, then is it a must to quit?
There's no formula in PSM. There's no formula. I mean, if you quit, you get more time. But just because you get more time, you may end up watching Netflix.
Actually, you're more likely.
Yeah, more likely. So, the whole Ashtavakra Gita is just about this, right? Ashtavakra Gita, Janakudi is a full-fledged Grihastha. And Ashtavakra asked him, how are you realized? He said, I'm realized it doesn't have to be, it don't have to be monk. So, there's no formula for this.
Nice.
I think standard funda is there. Later on, you should not regret. There is salah like wo chance mil gaya, like chhod diya, like. As long as you don't get into that mode, regret, then it's fine. But
anyway, Rama, I think I have backend. I need to quit now.
yeah,
I think we are through.
You guys got what you wanted. Like I'm not sure. But, and sorry for the breakage, but of the connectivity. But
and we can continue this discussion in our group.
I think there's, from my side, there's nothing. Somebody else wants to talk.
Yeah.
Ravi Sailesh, your mic is on.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Rama, PSM, Jagan, Sudesh. Nice question and answers. It's a good insight, and I picked up good points from this discussion.
Write a book about it.
Thank you, Rama.
Thanks, Rama.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Rama. Thanks, cheers, guys.
Thanks.
Good night.
Thanks,
Rama and Sudesh. Thanks.
All the best.
Bye-bye.
All the best.
Good night.
And that's a plate.
Take care.
Right, Sudesh, Divi, Raki, Ravi.
Take care.
And